It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. First play, Watson to the air. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. You talk about this Titan defense. They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
And he stopped immediately there. And that's on the guard, Wyatt Teller. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. This defense for the Titans, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
26. 54 down, he's coming.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that may get lost in the grand scheme of things, but one thing's for sure. You certainly don't want to go 3 and out to start the game. So that's a nice job of finding the right play call and coming up with a first down.
Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right back to him for 10 more and a first. The Browns had 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And again, it's Chubb. Powerful running. And down to the 36-yard line here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now it's Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. And I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And this is going to be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Now a man who's taken the reins with the Cowboys, it's Tony Pollard. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Levis sets up to throw here. Over the middle, he has Okonkwo. Finding space at the 40. Big strides, look at him go. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Okonkwo. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes the score 7-0. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it...
We're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the return will stop right around the 25. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Now a 2nd and 2. Here's Pollard again. Muscles him off. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Let's go.
Levis now off of play action. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Okonkwo. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Titans have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all three phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick six.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
21-0 our score after one. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Back to throw, Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Cooper's first catch, and good for a first down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. Watson now to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's going to be taken out of bounds, but not before he gets this all the way down to the 10. A big play that time for Cleveland. 43 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. This one home. It's a touchdown. Hey, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I'll bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
And running with power here. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Third and long. It's Watson. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 30 yards there. So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big-time play for him on a short little pass. And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Again, it's Watson. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the 1st half.
The Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Levis now on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
In motion left is Hopkins. Levis to throw off play action. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. The Browns drive about to get started. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson out to his left. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
That was a chance for the breakthrough. He's got a man running free, and you've got to be able to put that on him. But instead, led him too far, incomplete.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. On the return, Jackson. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible.
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
2nd down and 6 now. Levis looking to throw. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 31-yard line. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action now. Levis. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Levis on 3rd down. That's dumped off to Pollard. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 14. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. And it's a Titans touchdown. Calvin Ridley as the first half is winding down. And the Titans will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Folk. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to move.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long. They'll throw now on the final play. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. On first down, Levis. Cockrell holds it in left side. And he'll be out right at the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
1st and 10, it's Levis. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. And they'll send Judy in motion left. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. He's into space past the 25. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
2nd and 9. They toss it left side to Chubb. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Chubb is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Now Cade York for the extra point. And he converts, and it cuts the lead to 35-7.
Makes the score Titans 35, Browns 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on 17-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
First down, Titans.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hopkins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
And the Titans first down.
Here's Levis. Got his man, Okonkwo. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Oh, what a move. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now the rookie third rounder from Tulane, it's Tajay Spears. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Tajay Spears, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
To throw is Watson. And that is incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down by a good 3 yards as they convert on 4th and 5. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7. They go up the middle with Chubb. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Titans are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Off the play fake, Levis. Touchdown! Chigakakwo. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Titans are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Now, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
And more, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Watson. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They run it again with Chubb. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Chubb will get the call running left. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 34-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And now here is another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 41. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. 51 yards rushing for him now to this point. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. They'll run left with Pollard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line. 1st and goal.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll run with Pollard. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 4 on the carry there, and 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Here's Spears on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Back to throw, it's Levis. This is caught, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now Folk for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
56, round 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. There he goes, Amari Cooper. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop it behind the line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Watson. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still not big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's open. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Meanwhile, Levis is that's taken in by Okonkwo. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because That gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Well, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
2nd and 10. Now Levis. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. This is caught out in the right flat. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And as this defense walks off the field, they